Hello, today we are going over the magical girl, Leila Ibuki. So let's begin. What else do you want me to say in the introduction? Leila Ibuki is a 14-year-old magical girl. She is 158 centimeters in height, her eyes are turquoise, and her hair is pink. She comes from Daito Ward in Kamihama City. Her soul gem is a blue heart on the left side of her head, located on a hair ornament. Her weapon is an ignited sword and shield. She has no witch form at the time of this information. She attends Kamihama City University of Frail School in the 8th grade. Her wish to become a magical girl was for her friend Seika, who also becomes a magical girl, more on her later, and to be how they were before. I want things to go back to how they used to be between the two of us. I want Seika and I to be how we were before. Her magical girl element is the fire element, and her ability is purification flames. These flames can also heal injuries. A magical girl who lives in an apartment complex in Daito Ward, Lelia is a cheerful, considerate, and treats everyone with kindness, so people are naturally drawn to her. But her desire to get along with others can sometimes lead to her being taken advantage of. Leila wants to help throw a party for her sister Seika Kumi, and is trying to decide what sweet she could make. Leila can't make cake since Seika's mom is buying one already. Leila ends up stumbling on a restaurant named Walnuts and decides to get something there. While she enjoys the food, she can't find the inspiration for Seika's party. She then overhears Minaka Kurumi explain to Hanaru Miyako about the restaurant's special walnut cake. Leila asks Minaka if she could have one. Leila immediately digs into the cake and finds it delicious. She then explains her situation to Minaka. Minaka says that her restaurant is sponsoring cooking classes and invites Leila to attend the next session. By a coincidence, it turns out the next session is about making the walnut cake. Leila says she'll try her best. At the cooking class, Minaka notices that Leila is good at making the cake and asks if she's done it before. Leila says she sometimes makes sweets. Leila's cakes turn out to be perfect, and Leila is overjoyed. However, Minaka receives a phone call which prompts her to ask Leila for help. It turns out there's a cooking contest at Walnuts was invited to participate. However, an important customer made a reservation at the restaurant, preventing Minaka from attending the event. She asks Leila to enter her place. Leila says she's just novice, but Minaka explains it was a dessert contest, and she was going to enter the very kind of cake that Leila finished making. Minaka says that the cake Leila made is good enough to serve in the restaurant and asks her to attend as a representative. Leila is reluctant to enter, but Minaka ultimately persuades her. She decides to participate, making the cake again. Leila also makes Minaka, who else is competing in the contest. Minaka is shocked to find Konoha Shizumi is entering. Unaware of her competitor is, Leila thinks she'll be up to against the capable people. Manaka says she'll be fine. Leila says she'll make it work out. At the event, Truno Yuri, representing her family's restaurant, Bananzai, shares her sesame ball recipe dessert. It is, of course, rated 50 points. Himika Mao enters with a dessert that includes sweated squid and honey. The judges don't approve. Amy Airy enters with sweets of a maiden in love, but it's too sweet for the judges. As Lily tries to finish her cake, she realizes there aren't any walnuts. She complains to the event host, who admits that they made a mistake. Leila calls Manaka, who tells Leila she has faith in her and follows in her instincts. Manaka apologizes for only being able to encourage her, but Leila says she's grateful. Leila overhears that Himika still has some ingredients left over and asks for them. She then finishes the cake and presents it to the judges. The judges find it delicious. It turns out Himika's dessert had salted nuts that Leila used instead. As Leila calls Manaka to tell her the good news, the judges come to the final contestant, Konoha. Konoha shows them her specialty ice cream. It makes the judges fall unconscious. Hazuki Yusa tells Konoha that she told her so. Ami Mokori says she knows how the judges feel. Konoha admits she's not good at making sweets. Ultimately, Leila wins the contest for walnuts. She then makes a cake and serves it to Seika's birthday party. Both Seika and her friend Mito Aino enjoy it. Leila says everything turned out okay. Though her abilities are not well explained, from what we can see is that Leia uses fire, which is known as purification flames. And one thing they can do is heal injuries. Other abilities it can do are unknown. Her first name Leila means night, while her last name Ibuki means Italy, and to blow or to whistle, respectfully. Fact 1. Her illustrator is Hanakich, who you may know as the illustrator of the Pola Magica Monica manga, A Different Story, Rebellion manga, Wrath Arc, etc. They also illustrated Seika Kumi and Mito Ano. Fact 2. Her Japanese voice actor is Marika Kuno, who you may know for voicing in Seiyu's Life as Win Kohana, Nananyu in Flip Flappers, Petra Lete in ReZero Starting Life in Another World, and Sarah Grace in Eden. And that is Leila Ibuki Explained. Next time we will talk about Seika Kumi. So I'll see you next time.